Where did you?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I am uploading on YouTube, you are notified. I'm going to do another makeup look for you guys today. So the makeup look I'm going to be bringing for you guys today will be Milani. So everything with the exception of 1, 2, 3 products. Everything else is Milani. Only 3 products is not Milani. So this is a majority Milani makeup look. So come join in and let's get started. I do have to leave yet again and go into the office. That's what happens when you're essential personnel. Yeah. So as always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to prime my face. And yes, I did cleanse my face. So yeah, it's good and clean. So I am going to start with primer. This is one of my favorite primers. It is from Milani. This is the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. Here it is. This is a matte primer and I absolutely love this primer. I think I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to try and use the rest of it. So we're going to start with this primer today, or whatever's remaining, because I'm literally at the nub with this. And this makeup look I will be bringing for you guys. Look for this makeup look on my IGTV as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, look for it on my IGTV. If you begin to notice, if you have been following me on Instagram, I have began uploading on IGTV. So come join in. So this is a very mattifying primer, even though it shouldn't be very good for me because I do have dry skin. I did initially have combination skin where I was oily from here to here, and then down I was the Sahara Desert. Now, since my surgery, I am completely dry. I am a dry girl. And I don't like being dry, but I have to do what I can to try to find primers and makeup and so forth that is going to hydrate my skin. And even though this is a mattifying primer, it's very comfortable on my skin, so it doesn't irritate me at all. Alright, so for foundation, this foundation is becoming a favorite of mine. They just recently released this foundation. I'm loving this foundation. So we're going to stick with Milani. This is the new Milani Screen Queen Foundation. The shade number I am in is 460, which is warm bronze. Here it is. So we're going to start with the Milani Screen Queen Foundation. Now, I have heard some people say that this foundation oxidizes on them. I haven't seen any oxidation on this. And if you're wondering, if you're here a lot on YouTube, what we mean by oxidizing, what it is when you put a foundation on and you blend it into your skin, it begins to warm up on your skin, and as it warms up on your skin, the foundation begins to change color, and a lot of times it changes into like a little darker color. So that's what oxidizing means. It goes on your skin, warms up, and then it changes colors, which is why the original Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation, that matte foundation, I don't wear that foundation a whole lot because that foundation does oxidize a lot. It'll start off, and even though it's a little darker for me, the shade number I have for Fenty is 450. However, once it oxidizes, it's no longer 50. It's darker. And I end up looking like mud when I put that one on. So if I do the Pro Filter foundation, I have to do a very, very light application of the foundation on my face, but I have to try to cancel it out with the concealer. But this foundation, it blends into my skin beautifully. But I don't see oxidation. I have tried to pay attention to it oxidizing to see if it did oxidize. I didn't see it. So if you have this foundation, let me know if this foundation is oxidized on you. I haven't noticed it. I know I have a couple of other foundations that does oxidize on me. After I put it on for a little while, it warms up and I get darker. I want to say my LA Girl foundation does that to me too. It oxidizes on me. And it doesn't oxidize a whole lot, but I had noticed when I wore it, I want to say it was that. It made me a little darker. But I do know that 50 Beauty Pro Filter foundation definitely oxidizes on me. So as you can see, this is a great shade for my skin type, or for my shade color rather. This is a very good shade. This almost reminds me of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation that I absolutely love. I don't know. The Milani foundation is in competition with my Too Faced. There we go. So we got that blended into the skin really, really well, really, really pounced in. And you can barely tell I have any foundation on. There we go. So next we're going to move on to concealer. So again, with concealer, we're going to stick with Milani. So I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Define, Conceal and Perfect Concealer. Here it is. We're going to go with this concealer today. What number is this? This is number 155. Here it is. So that's the shade I'm going with today. Can you focus? There you go. And again, with my concealers, I only do one swipe under the eye. I don't do a whole bunch of concealing here, bridge of my nose, and then I do this to begin to define my contour. So once again, I'm not contouring today. I'm not in the mood for contouring. What? Yeah. I was going along so fine until he starts making noise. So no, I'm not by myself up here. My son is right here. I didn't mean to. Yeah. So they don't have to be part of the camera. For the camera here. There we go. With this concealer, I find you either really like the concealer or you really hate the concealer. I like the, sometimes I tend to forget about the concealer, and then when I wear it, it's like, I don't know why I keep forgetting about this concealer. This concealer is really, really good. Now that other concealer I tried from Milani was, oh, that was horrible. Okay, and then some of that concealer I do put on my eye to begin priming my eyes for my eyeshadow. I'm sorry, I don't do my eyeshadow first. I can't do my eyeshadow first. I tried doing my eyeshadow first. I don't get the concept of doing your eyeshadow first. I don't get it, and I'm not going to get it. There we go. And as you can see, I am defining my contour. Or, you know, fake contour. Because again, I haven't been into contouring a lot lately. There we go. So we got the contour into the skin, but not contour, the concealer into the skin, and have me very well highlighted. And I mean, it really has that contour, I should say contour, really defined. As you can see on this side, it's really, really defined. There we go. So we are done with that. So next we're going to set my face. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. So for the first setting powder, we're going to continue with Milani. This is their loose setting powder. I initially was not a fan of this until I tried it with the Screen Queen foundation, and now I like it. The shade I have is number 3, Translucent Banana. Here it is. So I'm going to go in with that, and I actually have been using this powder ever since. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my powder, and what I do is I have this, but I'm also going to put some of the excess onto my top, so I don't have some, because I don't want that much. Y'all may think it's still a lot, but it's not. Because I do bake. I don't bake for no more than 60 seconds. Yeah. Look, I'm not by myself. My son up here. And if you think he is, yeah. And if you think I'm by myself, I'm not. So my son is right there on his Chromebook, finishing up his last minute work. My daughter is in the back having a colossal stroke because her phone fell in somebody's Coke yesterday. Yeah, speaking of, she speaks. And if you hear a little snoring, that is my husband. Literally, I was in the back about to come up here, true story, and my husband has a habit of talking in his sleep. So he had too long talked in his sleep, and I guess he thought I was somebody on his job. And all I heard was T-E. Everything else was T-E. And then he just snored again. I'm like, yeah.
That's how you know Chris is talking sleep.
No. Well, when you work where he worked.
But you snore so loud, that means you gotta be having a good dream or something like that.
Yeah, he just a lot of times when he snore like that, he's just tired, and then he's got to go in again tonight. So, hey, look, we in the middle of a we in the middle of a pandemic, and he's on the front line. So if you're new to my channel, my husband works at a hospital. So he is on the front line, but not recognized. Everybody recognizes the nurses and the doctors, which you should, because, you know, putting their lives, you know, in danger. But you also have to recognize all of the people that work in the hospitals. And my husband is a security supervisor, and the security people, housekeepers, laundry, cafeteria workers, they never get recognized because they're also putting their health and their lives in danger of this pandemic. And my husband is one of them. He tells me how they have one door, they check everybody's temperature. If you're running the slightest temperature, they are sending you home. They're not taking any chances, which they shouldn't. So for the second setting powder, it is not Milani. This is my Mented setting powder in medium deep. I really, really, really like this setting powder. So all I do is just take a little bit of the setting powder with my brush, and I just flick off the excess because I don't need that much. And what I do is I take it, place it in these areas, and then I buff it in my skin. I always have either a translucent or banana powder, and then my second setting powder will always be something that is my skin tone. Here we go. So we got that worked into the skin.
Skin. I like skin.
Boy.
It's also dirty.
Anyway. All right, so I'm going to use some bronzer or pressed powder. So we're going to go back to Milani. This is their pressed powder in Honey Amber. Here it is. And this is what it looks like. It has become a favorite. I've already dug a hole in this. I absolutely love this powder. And it has a slight fragrance to it too. And see, as I did just that little bit, you can smell the fragrance. But if you're a person that's not into a whole bunch of heavy fragrances, you may not like this. I'm not into heavy fragrances, but if it's a fragrance that's tolerable, it's fine, which this is why it doesn't bother me. And it does not irritate my skin. There are some makeup that have fragrance in it, and it absolutely irritates my skin. I know that L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, everybody's talking about how great the finish is, how great the finish is. Yeah, the finish is great, but you overdoing it for me with the perfume in it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Just more. Alright, so next will be blush. So I'm going in with my Rose Blush from Milani. Here it is. The shade I have is Tea Rose. So I'm going in with this, and it's just giving me just a little wash of color. Yes, color.
I love color.
Told you I was going very well until he opened his mouth.
That was an accident, Mom. I swear, that was an accident.
There we go. Give me just a little wash of color. There we go. So we're done with that. I'm not highlighting. I am not a fan of the Milani highlighters. I don't like them highlighters. I ain't bought one since, and I don't like the highlighters. So we're going to go into eyeshadow. So this is because eyeshadow I have become a little accustomed to. I like this one. This is, again, Milani. This is the Milani Luster Light eyeshadow palette. So we're going to go with this eyeshadow palette today. So I started trying some new colors in the eyeshadow palette, and I'm kind of liking it. So today I'm going to put on my crease this purple shade right here. So we're going to put that shade in my crease and pretty much all over the lid. I can't really see the name. Oh, Style Icon is the name of the shade. We're going to go in with that today. This is a pretty dark purple shade. Put that all over the lid. There we go. Now, I'm the type of person, I'm not into a whole bunch of shadows and deepening this and doing that. If I have to deepen it up, if it's a little too faint, then I'll deepen it up. Otherwise, I don't like going overboard with my shadows. The shimmer I'm going to go with today, I'm going to go with this shimmer right here. What was the name of this shade? Nightlight. This is kind of a soft violet shimmer, very soft. And it brings some shimmer, and it's like just enough. There we go. Okay, my son over there breathing hard. I don't know why.
I like breathing.
Not that hard though. There we go. So after I put the shimmer on my lid, I'm going to go back with my blending brush and then combine the two. kind of bring that out just a little bit. All right, next I set my makeup before I put on my mascara and my lips. I'm going to set my face with one of my favorite setting sprays. This is the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. I absolutely love this. I've gone through multiple bottles of this setting spray. And it keeps your makeup in place. I absolutely, this is one of my favorites. It's literally like, it's like up there. I love it. I'm gonna let that sit. I didn't bring my earrings up here because literally when I'm done with this video, I am out the door. So for mascara, I did not get a Milani mascara. So I do have my Black Radiance Bold and Sexy mascara. So I'm gonna go with that today. Black Radiance has some really good mascaras. They are slept on with their mascaras. My other lash lengthening mascara from Black Radiance, I used that to the nub, and I mean used every drop of it until it was gone. And if you're new to my channel, I do not wear false lashes. I rock with what God gave me. All right, last but not least, lip. So this has also become a favorite of mine. When I first tried it out, I went, ooh, I really like this. And I believe these are new. So we're gonna stick with Milani. This is their, what they call it, their Milani. This is their matte lip crayon. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna go with today. Their lip crayon. This is like a mauve nude lip color. I can't really see. It's number 140. I absolutely love it. And then it's like a little crayon, and it goes on so super smooth. There we go. There we go. Absolutely. I love this. And then, of course, I'm going to top it with a gloss. So I am going to go with me. V.A.M Cosmetics. This is our clear lip gloss, literally at the nub with this. So it goes to show you I absolutely love our clear lip glosses. They are by far one of our best sellers. And our glosses do contain coconut oil. So that is it. This is the final look, this Milani makeup look, and hopefully 40 plus club approved. Very affordable makeup, and you don't have to go overboard with the makeup. And this is by far some of my favorite makeup from Milani. So again, final look, hopefully 40 plus club approved. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.